Hi, I'm Bowling Otter.
And I'm Lizzie Sandwich.
And welcome to the BS.
The Bowling Otter Show.
Hi, it's been another one of them weeks.
What a week.
What a week.
You know what?
Some weird stuff this week.
I know, because you know what? Some weeks, it takes us a while to put this up. And this week, we didn't write anything down, but right before we did this, we were like, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
It was just, this was like a
this
no-brainer.
This happened.
There
was
was
okay.
so much.
Yeah, plenty of stuff to talk about. It's not hard to find stuff this week. So what are we starting with? Of course. What else would we start with?
The effing Tide Pods!
Effing Tide Pod Challenge. Which is one of the craziest things I have ever heard of.
You know,
and one of the dumbest things.
You know, and you know what? It's really interesting because do you remember on Thanksgiving we were talking to my uncle who is a paramedic?
Yeah.
And I said, do people call, because we had the baby with us, and I said, do people call 911 a lot for their children? Like, what are kids getting into these days? And he said, sometimes they think those detergent pods, do you remember that?
Yeah.
He said they think they're candy or they play with them or they want to split them open, you know, and that's about it, but it's not caustic.
Yeah.
So it doesn't like burn them on the way down. So he said, you just like drink some milk and some water and we'll check them out. It depends on how much they ate or whatever. And I remember thinking, wow, what a weird thing. And sure enough, like a month and a half later, the kids are eating Tide Pods for fun.
Yeah. Writing was on the wall that I just do.
Look, putting it on pizza. What?
Tide Pods are the best thing ever to go on pizza. Why?
Like, look, so Tide had to get Gronk to go and tell people to not eat the heckin' Tide Pods. Mm-hmm. But you know what?
Good use of heckin'. I enjoyed that.
You're welcome. But you know what? I can't say it didn't cross my mind that it reminded me of like a gusher.
Yeah, but
you know,
like
I don't even entered my mind.
Hold
like,
on,
I bet that would be a weird sensation.
I don't know if it did though for me.
Really?
It looks like detergent. Like nothing about that is anything I'd ever want to put anywhere close to my mouth.
But if you grew up with gushers,
I did grow up with gushers.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
it never crossed your mind.
No, it's like that is gross to me to like think about like. Because it's detergent.
I know, it is. It's detergent. But, you know, some people have like this
They do make them look neat.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, like, some people have like this tactile thing where they want to like explore them by putting them in their mouth.
Yeah,
you know, I wasn't a kid like that. You know, I didn't like swallow. Oh, I did swallow some things. I swallowed a penny once. I think that's about it.
I don't know if I swallowed anything notable.
Really?
You know?
Okay. Yeah, but it was an accident. I wasn't chewing on it or anything. Like, it was an accident.
Oh, no,
but,
that's my parents about that one.
Yeah, some people are just like, you know, like they want to get, like, feel its texture or something, you know? Like, it's a very, like, baby-like thing or childlike thing to want to explore things that way. But
so don't be a baby.
No, so don't be a baby. But that reminds me, hold on a second. So then, of course, there's, like, donut shops and things like that selling donuts with like the Tide Pod like logo on it or something. Like,
so the Tide Pods look like little swirls.
I know.
That is
I just can't. Look, Tide Pods Oreos, limited edition. Photoshop is fun.
See, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny and kind of opportunistic to put it on a donut. I think it's like, like this. We could make this look like a Tide Pod. Only you can actually eat it.
Well, what would it taste like? What kind of donut would it be? It would have to be filled with something.
It would have to be filled with something.
That's what's important.
Yeah, you're right.
It has to satisfy that like itch.
For me, it would be Boston cream. Not just because that would be my pick, but because I'm thinking the consistency of it looks like what's probably in Tide Pods, almost like detergent-y.
Well, you know what though? In my head, I was thinking something blue or orange, like blueberry or something. Okay. But I don't like that like gel.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to eat it.
I don't want the gel.
If it was a blueberry donut, I'd be like, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, because like, when was the last time you had a good blueberry donut that wasn't just like, it was just like a splat of like weird, weird blueberry gunk.
I never had like a blueberry filled donut, like with blueberry compote in it, like a blueberry pie. Do they make those?
I think I have. I
feel like that would be good. It would probably make the donut really like soggy. It probably wouldn't cook right.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
Donuts are tricky.
Have you had that before?
We're going off the rails.
Anyway, moving on.
Also, holy crap.
Anybody from Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Guys.
I mean, I know we're kind of leaving this, but this actually happened right after our last week's episode went up, so we had to wait a whole week to talk about this.
I know, it was horrible.
But like, seriously, this emergency alert was sent to everybody's phones that said ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill.
To everybody in Hawaii.
I mean, if they see that, you're like, North Korea's bombing us.
Yeah.
I'm about to get hit with a nuke.
Yeah.
I'm going to think
What
about
do
my
you
whole
do?
life right now. Who do
Yeah.
I want to be with?
Yeah.
Like, who do I want to talk to?
They
I mean,
had-
you got to be going through stuff in your head. Like, oh
I
my,
know.
how traumatic. Could
And-
that's ridiculous.
And it turned out to be a false alarm.
A false alarm.
It took 38 minutes.
This is not a drill.
Yeah, it took
Turns into
38
false
minutes.
alarm.
Let me just make sure I'm correct here. Oh, missile alert and error. There is no threat. My God. To tell you the truth, 38 minutes. There it is.
38 minutes. It took 38 minutes to send a follow-up message.
And I think it was some kind of, I think it was a person. To tell you the truth, I'm not too sure about the follow-up about it. I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. But I think it could be traced down to, it was like an individual or like a shift change or something like that.
Yeah, they
that
said it
caused
was
to
human
happen.
error.
Yeah, human error.
So they know who did it.
Right.
You know, and like, could you imagine being the
know.
guy
But
or
that
girl that just
38
did
minutes-
that?
And you know what's a shame though? Like I was reading about, I was reading a Reddit thread the day after it happened, and they said, anybody in Hawaii, like, are you okay? What did you do for that 38 minutes? And some people, like somebody said, I grabbed my baby and got in the bathtub and cried. I sat there. I didn't do anything. Some people said they were working at a hotel on the beach, and they all just left and went to go stand on the beach and look at the ocean.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine? In my head, I feel like I would freeze and like not believe it. You know, it would take a lot for me to be convinced.
Well,
I think.
that would have convinced me.
You think so?
Yeah, that totally would. That's why everybody was convinced. I mean, that's the emergency broadcast system.
Yeah, like
You
it
know?
woke people up, but your
You
phone went
never
like,
see that
"Wah, wah."
actually go off. How many times have we seen, like, at least in the States,
Yeah.
fortunately, like we see the drills all the time
Yeah.
and never actually see
Yeah.
it mean anything. And it's like one of your worst nightmares to
Yeah.
have that pop up and just being like, this is
Right.
not a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is a
Yeah.
real warning.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a lot of countries that face that all the time.
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh,
but
yeah.
here it's like, you know,
The
it
most
doesn't
we'll get
happen
is like,
here.
and it's terrible, an Amber Alert.
Yeah.
And that's only happened maybe a handful of times the entire
So
time.
once that finally comes through,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm probably believing it.
Right.
I mean, now maybe not. Now I'm going to be like, is this
Yeah.
real? But I'm still going to be freaking out. I mean, who wouldn't be
38
freaking out?
minutes?
But that's
38
crazy.
minutes? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know
38 minutes.
what I would
38
do.
minutes of thinking you were about to die.
I know. So if any of you are from Hawaii, are you okay?
Yeah. Oh my
But you know what's an interesting thing to come out of this is some stats came out that said when the alert went out, Pornhub usage dropped
Yeah.
and then stayed really low for that 38 minutes. And then after they found out it was a drill or whatever, it was a mistake, it shot way up, like way up to where it was before. So I guess people needed to like release the tension.
Well, I
or
guess
something.
I guess
get
you
it.
knew the priority because as soon as they thought they were going to die, they did not want to spend their last moments looking at porn.
Yeah,
so at
that's
least
true.
there was that. And they were
Yeah,
like, we're going to
yeah.
do something else. But I love the moment. Like, all right, let me get back to it then.
moment.
Just,
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
where was I?
Or people were like, I gotta go on Pornhub right now and get this over with. I know, but
Yeah, that's
what
funny.
a horrible thing to go. I don't know what I would do.
No.
I really
It's
don't.
really difficult to imagine. It's
I
really
know.
difficult to imagine.
I can't. But if you're in Hawaii, I really, really hope that you're okay and you got through it all right. But wow, that would mess with my head for a while, I think.
Yeah, that'd be tough
It
to
really
shake.
would. Yeah, but now Hawaii has a whole new lease on life.
That's-
Not everybody knows what it's like
This
to
is like
feel
Fight
like
Club.
they're about to die.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
that's life changing for
Yeah.
some people. If they really think that they're going to die, it's like
Yeah.
a near death experience. You
That's-
know,
yeah, basically
it's
it's a near-death
traumatizing.
experience,
It's
almost.
really traumatizing.
Yeah.
So that being said, it's time for the subreddit of the week, and this week is real life Doodles.
Real life Doodles.
Which
I have not seen this yet.
I love real life Doodles. So what they do is they get like an animator and they'll take like a short little video of something and they'll doodle like a little dude or something on top of it. And I know it sounds
Oh.
like so ridiculous and childish, but I just get it. It gets me like right in the gut, and I'm always like, oh, every time I see one. So I'll show you
Yeah,
what I'm
'cause
talking about.
it's hard to say like real life Doodles. It's difficult to imagine what that represents.
Yeah,
What does
it's
that
good.
mean?
It's good. Hey, I think I like this. Oh, okay. This one's called Hey. All right. Oh. What the heck is this Hell's Kitchen? Oh, Master Chef. Oh. Oh, look at they all clap for it.
Oh.
Oh, hi guys.
That's awesome.
Is that? To tell you the truth, I don't know what that is. That
It's not
vegetable.
it wasn't a coconut.
No, I thought it was a coconut at first. It was, or then I thought it was an onion. I wonder what that was. Who's foul? Have it moo. Look at that. See, doesn't that just make you happy? You know what I mean?
I'm so glad there's a genre for this. This is great.
I was looking at it. Look at this one. An Amazing Journey. Amazing.
It made it.
It made it. Oh, somebody put it in there. Like they checked it as luggage.
I guess.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But oh my gosh, I think that's fantastic. You know what I mean? Look at this one. What a lovely hat. Oh my gosh, you look beautiful. You know what? This makes me so happy. Right?
It's so good.
Isn't this like the most adorable thing ever? I like this one. Isn't that the best? Oh
That's
my
good.
gosh. I love hedgehogs. I love them.
That's good.
I love them.
That's funny.
We should get one of those.
Okay.
Oh, this one. Why won't this dog blasted thing work? Poor guy. Nothing ever happens. He just jumps on it and jumps
awesome.
on it. Isn't that so great? That kind of
like
stuff
Wile E.
makes me really
Coyote.
happy. Yeah, of course.
All right, now we're going to take the first look at Nintendo LABO or LABO. LABO?
LABO?
LABO? Nintendo LABO?
Maybe we'll find out.
Yeah,
I haven't
maybe
seen
we'll
this
find out. This
at
is
all.
interesting. Alyssa hasn't seen
Did
it.
you see it?
I checked it out, and I'm really interested in your thoughts. And I wanted to watch this again because I
Okay.
wanted to get another look at it. But
I know it
I'm
involves,
so confused with it.
Okay,
Honestly.
I know it involves cardboard.
Yes.
Because I've been seeing
Lot of
people
cardboard.
like memeing about it. Is that a verb? Is memeing a verb?
I think it is.
Memeing?
It is now.
I know there's there's like groups, like, you know, like groups like cliques. I know there's the memers.
The
Isn't
memers.
that crazy?
That's right.
Where they just like talking
Type
memes
of
and
person.
stuff.
Yes.
I know. All right, here we go. I'm gonna be a memer, or do I?
No.
No. All right. I hope this is all being recycled. Serious. Are we paying Nintendo for a piece of cardboard?
Not necessarily. It's like...
Did they find out a way for us to buy cardboard from them? You think I could put that together?
Like, I'm curious how it works.
What? How much is that thing? How much is this heckin' piece of cardboard?
But check
What?
this out. Yeah.
I feel like there's no way it's gonna be that clean.
Like, you make a pedal out of the system?
Somebody's brother is gonna fall on it. End of
Like, you can play
story.
a fishing game with it like that? Like, that's pretty cool. And then build a robot. Suddenly I'm like, look at that, look at that. I mean, of course, it's a very limited application to that, but I guess that's the problem of thoughts again then.
See, they're trying to tell us that it's easy to put it together. I can't even open a cardboard box. Are you kidding me? I'm always like, man, Maddie. No, I'm coming, I'm coming. What?
And see, these are little machines. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh my gosh, you can decorate them and stuff? That's cool.
I mean,
I like
cardboard.
that part.
You can
Yeah.
do anything you want. But that's a really interesting idea. Yeah,
How much is that?
I think
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Variety kit, Oh, so they all come in one kit.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
But I think it's
and then robot
I think it's
kit.
expensive though.
I
think it's
wanna
like
know how
60
much
bucks
it
or
is.
70 bucks. I think. But it comes with the software too, you know, it's not just the cardboard, but
Multiple systems and kits shown. Each to be sold separately. Okay.
starting April 20th. So all
this
right.
is like beginner.
They're trying to
and
get that
this is,
420
like,
crowd to get
advanced.
creative.
Yeah.
Give
you know
them
what?
their cardboard.
I feel like, first off, somebody's going to make a lady and try and have fun times with it. Let's just be honest.
Well, it doesn't look like it's that. It's not like here's some cardboard, do what you want. It's here is a cardboard piano.
Oh, it'll happen.
Or here is a cardboard.
It'll happen. Someone's going to try and
Fishing
figure it
pole.
out. Yeah. Someone's going to try and figure it out for the porn times. Speaking of Pornhub. But I feel like it could either be really cool or incredibly irritating and a complete flop.
See, it's tough because it's only, I know it's all about the crazy cardboard, the machines and everything like that, but at the end of the day, Nintendo sometimes forgets this. This. It really all depends on the game.
Yeah,
that
that's
you're using
true.
it with.
That's
like
true.
all the other stuff you can throw at it, all the different kinds of things you can put in your hands.
Yeah.
The game itself has to be good, or it doesn't matter what other thing you're holding or doing.
It's got to hold up alongside the other titles that are.
Game's got to be
that
good
are
first, and then if this can enhance the game, and the game is actually better to play using this peripheral, I could totally buy it working with a fishing game. That seems like it would be pretty cool. I'd be really interested to try that.
Right. In that regard, I mean, using that argument, a game with a piano has to be really good because there's tons of little music. I mean, you can play them on your phone.
Yeah.
All these little piano games and things like that.
Well,
If
it's only one
just,
octave. So
Yeah.
But,
so I mean, there's only so it's like a little toy piano.
Yeah.
So you're kind of.
But looking at the
I wonder
screen
if
right
it's like
there,
a rhythm game or something.
it looks like there's a color to go with every one of the keys. So maybe it's a rhythm game where it's like you can learn to play piano kind of thing. Like
I love rhythm games though.
But like
so,
rhythm games I'm into. So I would try that. And unfortunately you get that one kit and you get to try all this stuff, which is cool.
Well, you know what? Just out of curiosity, why don't we get it? Why don't we get the first one when it comes out?
Okay.
And we'll do a video.
Okay.
And we could all figure this out together.
Like, the more I'm thinking about it, I'm curious. You know?
What's
and I
with
gotta
the
hand it
house?
to
I just
Nintendo.
want to color it.
Like Nintendo goes off the deep end a lot.
Yeah,
But at the
it's kind
same
of off the
time,
deep
they're
end.
also the ones really coming up with some very interesting stuff. Let's not
Yeah.
forget that after the Wii came out, every single system had to have a motion control system.
Right.
And nothing else got nearly as popular. The PlayStation Move and the Kinect,
Yeah.
that all happened because of the Wii.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
was even thinking about that sort of thing.
Yeah, for
So like
sure.
they really and they put the analog stick back on the controller too with the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
So they do end up doing very important things to the industry. Is this going to be one of those things? I don't know.
But you know what? Nintendo's really into getting you to move and
They are.
getting you to do something other than parking yourself in front of a TV.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the sentiment of them saying, you know what? If we have them with video games, let's try and get them to build something. Let's
Yeah.
try and get them to build a robot. Let's
Yeah.
try and get them to, and try and use it as a stepping stone into a different, method.
I could definitely
of
see this kind of being.
delivering.
They get flack for this a lot, but I actually kind of like it. It does seem like a good family item because
Yeah, sure.
you could have kids that are not going to quite know how to put it together quite well. And now all of a sudden, it's a
Right.
great thing for parents to do with the kids.
Yeah, sure.
So I think that kind of thing is pretty cool too. And then Nintendo
Yeah.
is always trying to do something like that, and I do appreciate that. Whether or not it always works, you know.
Right.
But I do like that there's somebody in the industry thinking about this stuff.
I really want to know how much that is.
It's
Really,
like $70,
really
I
bad.
think.
What?
Yeah, I said that. You didn't hear me?
No! 70?
I think it's $70. I think the robot kit's $70, if I remember correctly.
Even for the... It's cardboard!
But it's the game too. And lastly, we're gonna look at this video, which is apparently pretty funny. It's called "Kid Orders Bong." Package arrives, and his mom wants to see him open it. So
Look at
okay,
this.
I want to see how this goes.
Look at this. I saw this. Why is she all
I
up?
have no idea.
Well, then give it to me. Let me see what it is.
Yeah, what is she?
Trying to see
And
what
why
it
can't I
is.
hear it? Oh.
It looks just like a
That sounds like-
plastic vase. Look, there's like a glass bottom. I think it's like a vase.
Well, open it then.
I'm opening it. Chill.
Snapchatting it.
It's like a
I'm opening it.
It's
Chill.
like a vase for like a bunch of like things.
It's a ball.
It's a bong.
Frick?
What the freak?
It's a ball.
What the heck? I didn't order that. Ordered an Xbox card.
An Xbox card.
Xbox remote.
This is a bomb.
Oh, wow. I did not order that.
You're the guiltiest kid in the world, man.
Oh my god!
right.
But you know what? Like,
I like
why
good use of
the
frick. What the
heck-
frick?
Why the heck? Look at all this baby stuff. You know what, though? Yeah, oh, she needs a weed hookup. The mom ordered the bong. But here, I'll go back here. But I don't understand why the mom was all in like his mail.
Yeah, she was. Well,
like
she had to know something was up, right?
Son, maybe.
She had to know something was up.
All she knew was that her kid got a package.
I feel like she got tipped off.
You think so?
Yeah, I thought she was kind of like, why don't you open that one in front of me?
You think?
You know, I feel like she knew what was in there.
I took it like overbearing mother, like, what'd you get in the mail?
No,
like
but I feel like she acted like she wasn't surprised. She was like, oh look, a bong. I'm gonna take this. Like, and to me, like, I feel like if
What
she,
the frick?
I feel like if she didn't know what was gonna be in there, she would have had a very different reaction. Or if
I don't know what
it looks like a vase.
It looks
some
like
sort
a
of vase. But yeah, I feel like if she like just goes and looms over every package, like, what's that? What's that? And it's like, oh, a sweatshirt. Okay. Oh, you got a video game.
Yeah,
okay.
not
I don't
cool.
really think that's what it was though, because I feel like if that was what it was like, then she would have been like, why did you have a bong? Like, what is this here for? And she was just kind of like, I'll be taking that, thank you.
You think?
I feel like it was
What
like
do you guys think?
more like daring him. Like, be like,
Yeah.
how about it's like, oh, you got a package? Let's go see what's in that.
Oh my God.
Because that would be tough. Could you imagine, like, being a kid, your parents just like, something like that shows up, and they go, what's in that package? Like,
Yeah.
And they never say that other time. And you gotta know, like, right away, like, oh my God, I'm completely busted. That would be bad. That would be bad. That did seem very cringy, but like, man, that dude was just not really. I love that. I didn't order that.
Oh, whoa. It's like
I ordered an
vase.
Xbox
Or
card.
like
What the frick?
What is it? What the frick? Aw, poor kid.
I know, poor kid.
Oh,
poor
wow.
kid. But that is, I'm glad his brother got that on Snapchat
Yeah.
because I'm sorry, that is exactly the kind of thing that belongs on YouTube.
Right.
That's when you go to YouTube for stupid stuff like that. It
Yeah.
needs to be on there. So I'm glad he did us
Totally.
a community service.
Right.
It would be pretty dumb if we skipped the YouTube creator, the YouTube partner program changes.
Yeah.
Because this is a big deal, especially you guys are watching us on YouTube right now, and this affects all of YouTube, or a very large amount of YouTube.
Right.
And they've now increased the guidelines, increased the requirements to be able to monetize your channel and make money from ads.
Yeah.
So it's now 4,000 watch hours
Right.
and 1,000 subscribers.
Right.
So that's going to cut a lot of people out.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? We were just scrolling through. I read the tweets, but I did not read actually what was on the YouTube's like official statement. But they said, although those changes are going to affect a significant number of channels, 99% of those affected were making less than $100 per year in the last year, with 90% of them earning less than $250 in the last month.
Yeah, that's like...
So, well, you know what though? There's a couple of YouTube's so like it's so hard to make a catch-all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because somebody is going to be hurting. I was looking around Twitter when this came out, and a lot of people
Everybody's
were talking
angry
about, about animators
Yeah.
who have these really, really short videos, and it takes them a very, very long time to get everything together. And sometimes their videos, you know, like they'll do one video and then it could get tons of views or whatever. But if that's the case, if you're a successful animator on YouTube already, you probably won't be affected. But just the effort that it takes to put in some videos that are actually short.
Yeah, I have so many mixed feelings about this because the thing is, it is. I can see the necessity for it because what they're trying to do is make it more difficult for a troll to establish a channel and then post crap
Or
and
re-upload.
re-upload stuff or post toxic stuff that really shouldn't be on the site and get paid for it, and that attracts them to it. If it looks like they could potentially get money, they're going to come to the platform to try to do that, so they're trying to stave that off. However, I remember you mentioning that there's a pretty good counter argument to that, because this means that people are going to just get bots, sub bots and view bots, just to crank their channels up to that, because they're not going to care if they get it legitimately or not, as long as they reach that.
Right.
So that's going to potentially be a problem. We'll see how widespread it would be. But and I hate to see it affect small channels like that, but at the same time, I can't help but remember, like when we were about that size of a channel, we weren't really even thinking about any
Making
money
money.
coming in because there was really not any money coming in. It was monetized
For a long time, yeah.
But it was like it was insignificant.
Yeah.
It was very insignificant. Like they said, like $2.50 the last month. I wouldn't notice
Yeah.
if I got an extra $2.50 on my paycheck.
Right,
I
right.
I guess I'm fortunate to say that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I wouldn't. If I got a paycheck from work and I had an extra $2.50, I might notice. But I
Yeah.
would be like, huh.
I
If I lost
remember-
$2.50, I wouldn't really blink an eye.
I remember us hitting $5 one month.
Yeah.
And me kind of having a moment of reviewing how much time we were putting into it.
Yeah.
For what kind of return we were getting.
Yeah.
And how, like, it really, like, you start running, and it's like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And it was like, yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I like
that's
it.
the idea.
So that's the question that I think everybody who is going to be affected in here really needs
to
to
ask
ask themselves.
Yeah.
You know, because for some people, it's not. Some people really go out there and want to put their stuff on YouTube with the idea of being famous or with the goal of being like a Jake Paul or a Logan Paul or something like that. Some people don't care about what they need to do to get there. But some people really have a genuine interest in something and
Yeah.
they're trying really hard. And I know a lot of you also are starting YouTube channels, and you know, we know other people who are YouTubers, and everybody starts from a different spot, and there is a period, and it tends to be long, where just nothing happens.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
And I could see how this would be crushing, because it would
yeah.
make you think it's going to take me that much longer to get there.
But it's not, though, because being monetized, your channel being monetized, isn't so much a measure of success as actually I mean, when you're talking monetarily as far as what you're going to measure as success, for me personally, a measure of success when it comes to revenue coming in would be amount per month that I can notice that will like
That you
take
can
care of
notice.
one bill.
Right,
You know,
right,
like,
right.
hey, like I have a Dropbox subscription that's cost me $10 a month. If my YouTube channel can make $10 a month, I can
paying
pay
a
for
bill.
that Dropbox subscription. I got free Dropbox. That's what
Right.
it feels like, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So that's awesome. At that point, I feel like I've succeeded. I
Yeah.
feel like in order to get $10 a month, you would have to have 1,000 subs or 4,000 watch hours
That's a
in
good
a
point.
year.
That's a good point.
I feel like that has to have happened.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you're not going to make that much. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't let this discourage you guys if you still
Yeah.
have a channel, because
Yeah.
they're not taking subs away from you. They're not taking views away from you. And they're not making either one of them harder to get. Because it's like, if you get a video that hits, it hits.
Right.
There's so much viral stuff out there that's
Yeah.
not monetized.
Right.
Like, I'll bet that dude with the brother that was
Oh,
just
with the-
opening
with the bong.
with the bong, and then mom,
Yeah.
that's not monetized video.
Yeah.
Like, that's just somebody posted something and it went viral.
Right.
So that doesn't keep you from going viral if you have that shot. So I don't know if this. I'm wondering what the actual effect is. I may be missing something pretty clear.
Yeah.
And I need you guys to tell me in the comments if I am, because that's the way I'm reading it.
Yeah.
But
see, like,
I don't even know if it'll be
in
effective
that
for what they're trying to do, though.
Going back to animators, this is the kind of situation I feel that would really discourage an animator, because 1,000 subs or 4,000 watch hours, if you have a 45-second long animation that took you 2 months, you know how long
It's
going
gonna
to
take you way longer to get to 4,000 watch hours. Yeah.
And then they want you to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours.
yeah, that's what it says.
So you could have 5,000 subs and still not reach that 4,000 watch hours
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is tough for people
And
that make
it's
really short
really-
videos. I think that's who it hurts the most.
Yeah, yeah.
Is anything that with very short content.
Yeah.
And the longer the content, the easier it is to hit those 4,000 watch hours. But
Right.
you hardly get
Some
to
of the
control
Viners-
like how long your video should be. I mean,
Yeah,
like, because
that's
the
true.
content you're putting out there pretty much
Depends
makes
on
the
the
decision
content.
for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
like
depends
how
on the
long it should be.
content.
But that's a
Sure.
whole nother subject.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I'm
Please
really
let
curious
us
to
know
hear you
what you
guys'
think.
thoughts. Yeah, please put it in the comments. Let us know what you think. I mean, it looks really bad, but
Yeah.
even aside from how it may or may not hurt YouTubers,
Yeah.
I'm curious as whether you think this will actually help prevent trolls from getting on the site to begin with. It'll actually
Yeah.
accomplish the goal.
Oh, that's so true.
So,
Yeah.
well, I guess we'll see. And put your pretty thoughts in the comments. And there's a link in the description for everything we talked about in the video.
Of course.
And if you like this video,
Yes.
please support us on Patreon. Click like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.